This is Christina with Sanctuary Within, and I am curious to hear how this Libra new moon treated you, what's going on, and how the end of the Virgo season went for you who listened to my Virgo season readings, and how that all fell into place with you. And we are definitely in a new energy now with Libra. So today I'm going to do a reading for Libra season, so for the next month, to see how that can help you and guide you through this month. And today I have three piles as usual. Pile number 1 is rose quartz. Pile number 2 is pyrite. And pile number 3 is malachite. This is a velvet malachite. So rose quartz, pyrite, and malachite. So take a deep breath and tune into what you need to hear right now, but also what you're gonna move through for this Libra season. You can always come back to these readings to see if it lands for you a couple of weeks from now too, and if it can be helpful to go back to listen to. All right, so let's just start. We are going to start with the first one, pile number 1, rose quartz. All right, so we are starting with the 2 cards of Get Creative and the 10 of Wands. So, how I'm feeling this is that, feeling it in my body too. You're probably coming from a place where you've been really trying to have a breakthrough in something, trying to push through. It could be a lot of just heaviness, things going on around you as well, or it can be inside of you of just like, okay, enough is enough with this lesson or whatever it is. And so if that's you, I'm also feeling here with the creative card coming up with this is that for you to focus on your creative aspects instead, to get you out of this. We're going to go into the medicine cards and everything, but to get you out of this heaviness, so that you don't focus. How I'm feeling this is that you might be focusing too much on the things that is not working, the things that you are pushing up against, and if you are, then it would be really, really good for you to get into a creative space. I know it's hard when we just focus on this, right? To feel creative even, but this is to help you to step out of that energy, to do something to redirect yourself, to do something to shake yourself up, that is creative for you, so that you can kind of just lose yourself for a moment. Because how I'm feeling this is that you have to kind of get out of your mind about this thing, because you're not going to get any other results if you keep focusing on that energy that's hard, or that is not working as you want it to work, right? That's how we just get more of what we focus on. So that's why it would be really good for you to focus on something that makes you feel good. And I know, especially if it's something like, oh, but this is real life, right? How can I not focus on this? This is important. This is my, survival, whatever it is. It's like, this is important. Yes, I know. And I also know deeply, 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 after all my work for 18 years now, on the inside, that we have to course correct our minds. If we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, we're not going to get a different result. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You don't have to do anything, but it would be very beneficial if you can step out of that pattern, because otherwise, step out of that energy. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. So it'd be really good to do something creative. What is helpful with this, the medicine card here, is the Lovers. And of course, because the Lovers is not only partnerships and friendships and everything that makes you feel good, but it's actually the contract that you have with yourself. So how I'm seeing this is that if you have a certain identity that has to do with this card, right? That is like, but this is what I have to do, this is what I do, this is what I'm good at, whatever that is, like this is who I am. But if that who I am is not working for you to manifest what it is that you want, or to break old patterns and old beliefs, then why do you keep holding on to it? And with the Lovers card here coming up as these contracts, yes, it's good to be with other people, as I said, that brings the best out of you, that brings that creativity out of you. But it's also really good to look over, what contract do you have with yourself? And in that, what do you have to let go of? Or rather, what would be beneficial for you to make a commitment to in yourself? Okay. And for some of you, this might be a partner as well, in however, in love or in work as well. But I'm feeling this as a contract with yourself. Can you commit to take care of yourself better, more, in a different way than what you have before, so that you can fill your cup, so that you can get out of that hard push? In the spiritual field, we have the King of Cups here. So this is, and being put in the spiritual field, this has to do with emotional stability. For you to, in the spiritual field, I would say for you to work on, to meditate, and coming into mindfulness, so that you can come into peace within yourself. And this is a practice, it's a muscle. Meditation is a muscle. To shut off this brain here that keeps us stuck, that keeps us in what we already are in, or that keeps us safe. It doesn't help us expand into something new. It doesn't help us to expand into our dreams, to go after our dreams. So in order to quiet this, you have to do, maybe that's a commitment to yourself, to do what's beneficial for you to do. And with the King of Cups in the spiritual field here, I would recommend meditation, mindfulness, for you to be able to drop into your heart, so that you can not necessarily regulate your emotions, but regulate the emotions that your mind trip yourself up to have, if that makes sense. So yes, meditate to reach this peace that's always within you. It's a muscle. So train here. And I have something really awesome, obviously, this week, all about meditation package that I'm working on. So keep an eye out for that. But in the action field, with the High Priestess here, this is also, again, to trust your intuition, to become the portal for the divine, for your soul, to become that portal into your humanness. The High Priestess for me is so much about being in the center of actually not only like channeling the divine, but actually living it out. It's someone who's very intuitive and walking that talk, a soul-led life. So with that being in the action field and the King of Cups in the spiritual field, I would call this to really, really go into yourself, so that you can listen from it here and take action. If there's any action that you need to take in this situation that might be hard or challenging, then it's all about acting from your heart. This is what I help so many people with, because it's hard when we have conditioning from our family or from society, all of that, to not stick out, to not do what we know is essentially in ourselves. We know that would be the best for us to do, but we people please. Hello, we're in Libra season. The shadow side of Libra is people pleasing, right? So watch out for that, and instead develop this during this month to take care of you, to commit to you. In the future field here, we have, yes, a choice being made. And how I pull this card, I'm going to do a couple more cards as usual, but this is about how you perceive the future. So that you might feel here that that this will lead you to making a choice, right? That's kind of what kind of what came in the action field here too, just what I channeled of like, if you have to make a decision or a choice, know that you can make this with more distance, with a higher perspective on your situation maybe, than you are able to do right now, or when you're too much in your mind. Always make the decision from here. This is where, when you learn to trust yourself and not doubt yourself, not criticize yourself, when you learn to truly tap in and act from your heart, and you make a decision from there, then you won't second guess yourself. I know it's easy to say, but I've gone through these hardest decisions of my life, and I've learned now, when I act from here, I don't have to second guess myself anymore. Okay? So know that that's there for you. You can leave these old patterns or people pleasing, or even like tower moments, so-called, really challenging times. You can learn from them and leave them behind, in the sense that you integrate them into knowing what is most important for you. I'm going to do a couple more cards here too. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Okay. So the outcome of doing this inner journey, that it seems like a lot for you, to really committing to yourself, to doing that practice that would benefit you, the outcome of that is the Star. And this is a card of nurturing. It's a card of creativity, talking about that creative that you might find it's a little bit harder right now, or a lot harder, depends on your situation. You will come into so much more fulfilling, nurturing creativity when you go inside. And this is always the case. When you go inside and tap into your soul daily, tap into your intuition daily, you tap into your life force energy, because that's the essence of our soul. Creativity, pure creativity, is the essence of your soul. And when you tap into that daily, when that becomes a routine, a habit, then it doesn't have to be something that you do outside of life. It doesn't have to be compartmentalized. It can be a way of life. That's what I call a soul-led life. That's what I call my mentorships. And this is waiting for you if you take these cards, or if you take these steps that these cards suggest. And then where you trip yourself up. How this came to me, the Queen of Wands, how this come to me now as a way of tripping yourself up, is that to not really embracing that kind of the fire movement, the passion in you that wants to do something different, but you're tripping yourself up here. So you're not quite taking action on it. Maybe you're not quite taking action from your heart. You're not quite taking action that we all have to do. Like, in order to change something, we have to fight through resistance, and not really fight, but rather surrender to it, so you can take a step over that resistance. That's how we create change. We have to take a step over that resistance, whether that is in an emotional tie to money, if there's something that you know that this would be really beneficial for you to do, and you feel a resistance of like, oh, can I spend this money on myself? It can be, can I spend this time on myself? If you have a lot of things going on in your life, can I really take time for this? I don't have time because I have all these things. Whatever that excuse is, and I know it's not just an excuse, it's something deeper that comes from, right? But it's that resistance, time, energy, money, where you spend your thoughts and your energy with what people. We have to fight through that so that you can ignite your fire, ignite your passions, act on your own idea. So that might be where you're tripping yourself up the most. Okay? That was for you. Let me know how this resonates. And as I said, come back to this as well and feel how it feels a couple of weeks from now. Let me know how Virgo season resonated for you, and subscribe. I'm doing these every Tuesday, so it's not only for every season, it's every Tuesday actually that you can tune into this. Also, as I said, if you are on my email list or find me on social media and Facebook or Instagram, you'll be the first to know about the meditation package that I do have coming out later this week. And if you're the first one, you'll get a deal on it as well, so don't miss that. Today as well in the morning, if you're listening to this on Tuesday morning, I am starting Soul Blossom today. It's my 2-month transformational program, and we are going full in this time. So we're going into really trusting yourself, your intuition. We're going into deep core healing as well as manifestation, and we're putting in a lot of tools as astrology, moon tracking, as always, rituals, sacred rituals, gene keys, and a lot of inner child healing, intuitive tools, all the things. So if you still want to jump on and you're listening to this, you can, okay? This is for you who really are just deciding it's time to do this for myself. It's time to transform my life, and it's time to do it now, because what are you really waiting for to create your dreams? So just want to put that out there for you. All right, thank you so much. And now we're going to go on to pile number 2. So pile number 2 is the Pyrite. Hi, lovelies. Okay, let's see what Libra season holds for you. So for the next month about, let's see here. It'll make it easier if I turn the cards too so I can see what I'm doing, right? All right. So the center card for you is center cards, Queen of Swords and Compassion. So this is telling me that for you here, Queen of Swords always shows up for me, I feel like, when you are being invited to really be intentional with what you're focusing on, time, energy, money, all those things. Really be intentional. Where is it that you're going? What are your dreams? What are you manifesting? What are you calling in right now? And taking action in alignment with your next level self. Okay? So in this, there's also here compassion, right? How I'm feeling this too is that, how I'm feeling it is that when you are on a mission to change or to up level your life, to really go after and calling in more of what you really want, there's this energy here that you have to then be compassionate and gentle with yourself, and compassionate enough to see what has tripped you up before and not judging that. I can sense that maybe some of you listening are good at self-criticizing. So this is about holding that compassion for yourself as you are changing this, and not beating yourself up for, why haven't I done this earlier? I know what I'm meant to be doing. Why haven't I done this? There's just something here with these cards, or with the channeled energy, that I'm feeling right now. And then also being compassionate as you are, when you're shifting something to really go after something that you really, really want, to really go after your dreams, to acting on that next level self, there is going to be fear coming in, because it's something new. It's something that you haven't maybe done before. And also the universe is going to show you, when you're going after your dreams that you haven't done before, the universe is going to show you what is in the way. What limitations do you hold inside of yourself, or where, if there's any worthiness wounds or abandonment wounds, anything that stands in the way for you to reach that. So it gives you an opportunity for healing. And that's where I feel that this compassion card's coming in too, that just know, and especially since this is for the whole month, the whole Libra season here, there might be things coming up. So don't be afraid when it does. Remember to be compassionate with yourself as it does, okay? And of course, the medicine nurturing card here is the Empress. So this is really making sure that you nurture yourself, that you are doing things that really fills your cup, that fills your creativity, that makes you feel abundant, that makes you feel all the beauty in yourself. So the more you can do that, the more you can add that into a daily practice to feel really like the royal you, then that will help you heal through these limitations that is going to show up, that's in the way for you to reaching your not just goals but dreams. So make sure that you nurture yourself along the way. Really make sure that you do this. When it comes to spiritual field, with the 10 of cups here, this is also about nurturing, but this is the most harmonious family, all of this that you, or partnerships that you can ever feel. And this can be in your as a personal partnership, but it can also be, of course, in work and all of that. But with it showing up in the spiritual field, how I'm feeling this for you is that, I don't know, this might resonate with some of you and some not, but if you haven't had the best example of what family, or what a really good family, or a beautiful family or relationship, harmonious relationship is, if you haven't had that example, especially if you didn't have it growing up, this is what you are called to meditate about, to really tap into what is this for you. And to, again, as I'm feeling a lot of healing in this, like I'm feeling you're such a go-getter, you're going for your dreams now, but along the way there's going to be healing required too. So this is for you, again, to be really compassionate with yourself as you go within and look at these aspects of you that maybe doubt that it's really possible to be in a good relationship or to have a good family and all of that. So yeah, I'm just feeling this healing for you who are listening, and it might not apply to everyone, but so what you can do then is also, it's yes to go in to do inner child healing and all of that, deep things, but it's also about really visualizing what is this for you. And if you don't have the experience or example yourself, then look around you and pick all of those the gold nuggets from where you see other people are, or even from books and movies. Like, what is that amazingness for you when it comes to fulfillment and relationship and family and all of that, and so that you can start tapping into that energy more. And especially when you're in that meditative space, to really go into that feeling, because that's what you're manifesting, that's what you're calling towards you, whatever you feel the most. So that's why we want to rewire that brain and the feeling with it, to start feeling something different if you haven't had the experience before. So I have something really amazing coming out either Wednesday or Thursday. If you're on my email list or follow me on social media, you'll be the first to know. And if you are, then you can get a really good deal on it. It's a meditation package, and there will definitely be some amazing manifestation as well as healing meditations in there. So keep an eye out for that if you want that help, and those meditations will be available for you always. So in the action field, so this is something unknown. Again, this is why I keep feeling this healing. So it's the moon coming up here. And with that being in the action field is something, if you are looking into making a decision about something, or making a move about something, maybe focusing on your dreams, I feel like there is something here that's not quite clear yet. And I feel like that is because it would be beneficial for you to do this healing journey first, so that you then can act without that trauma, without that wound, or rather with that integrated within you, because that's what creates that wisdom. That's what will help you then attract the energy of your dreams that you haven't yet had. So I would just say it's healing time rather than action time for now. It might come in later in the season, because the future card here and how to perceive the future card, yes, this makes sense, that's the Chariot, right? This is about that you have the power to create that momentum and that movement. It might just not be here, might not be clear for you right now, again, because I think that there's still things showing up, and this is calling you to really go in to do that. Obviously that's what I'm here for as well. So reach out. I haven't opened October one-on-ones yet, but you can always reach out and see if I have any availability or when I will open them. Okay, so I can let you know when I do, if you need support in this healing, because we can go really, really deep into inner child healing, even just in one session, or we can do a shadow integration package for 3 sessions. Yes, okay, let me do a couple more cards for you. But just know that that forward movement and momentum will come. I feel like this just, and it's beautiful. Like this healing is nurturing for you. It's really nurturing so that you can, again, go after your dreams, right? Yes. And then exactly the outcome card for this, to do this healing journey, the outcome, if you do these suggestions that the cards say, is that King of Swords. So here we go. Like we're starting Queen of Swords. That's what's going to start, because that's how it works, right? So when you put a really strong intention of what you want to call in and what you want to go, then all these limitations, as I said in the beginning, will show up so that you can heal them. And then the outcome is being fully, like that's the next step. The King, that's the embodiment of going after it. It's the embodiment of action, of aligned action. And then the last card for you. Okay, so for some of you, this is where you might be tripping yourself up. So for some of you, this might be resonating more or less. But the 7 of Cups here, that's a lot of options. And sometimes when you feel like you have a lot going on in your life, it can leave you scattered. Or it could be that you have a lot of options of how to go about this, or when to, take these steps for yourself and whatnot. So I invite you to center your energy so you don't feel too scatterbrained, so you're not in your head, so that you can feel and take action from here in what is best for you. How do you nurture yourself the best right now, and take that decision from here. And just energy management too, this is what I help with so much, and with pretty much everyone, being turning off the input. You don't have to take in other people's energy all the time, and you don't have to and this is conditioning too coming up. Sometimes we can't help it until we heal it, right? Of like, if you're on edge, you're tippy-toeing, or you're used to just looking after everyone else all the time. This is kind of closing that energy and become more energy aware, and have a good energy hygiene so that you can take care of yourself first. This whole spread. If you want your dreams, then you have to take care and nurture yourself more. Beautiful. If this resonates with you, as I said, you can come back and listen to this reading, since this is for the whole Libra season. Let me know how it feels hearing this. Comment below. Invite other people to hear these card pulls as well, and pick up piles as well. I do them every Tuesday, so subscribe and comment below. And as I said, keep an eye on social media, or sign up on my email list. If you go to my website, sanctuarywithinyou.com, it'll be a pop-up, but you can sign up right there. And if you do, then you get my free grounding meditation right away, that you can find on my YouTube channel as well, if you're listening to this on YouTube and not on Instagram. So I release these every Tuesday, so stay tuned for the next one as well. And do your work, go in here. Only good things will come out of it. Okay, good. All right, pile number 3, the Malachite. All right, so let's see here what we have for you. Okay, so for you, pick pile number 3 and the Malachite. As the center cards here, you have the Outlaw and the Page of Swords. So how I'm feeling this is, really, like, you either thinking about taking action on that, or you already have, but this is calling you to pretty much go on a walkabout. And the Outlaw is the person that doesn't care about what other people think. And we're in Libra season, so the shadow side of that can be people pleasing, right? And finding balance, with yourself and number one. And this is really calling you to do something for yourself, to embrace your uniqueness, to follow your heart, to go not necessarily against the stream, but do something different. Like get away, get on a, do a little getaway or something, or create it at home. But this is calling for you to really go into something that supports you, that supports the uniqueness of you, and embracing that. With the Page of Swords, this can be something that you've been thinking about for a while. And sure, you can think about it for a while, but I feel like with the Medicine card here coming up with the Five of Cups, I feel like the reason why you might not act on what you actually want for yourself might be because it's that emotional tug of, well, what will happen if I don't follow the rule? And this can be an unwritten rule of society, either that you live in or that you grew up in, or in family, like, oh, this is what we do, this is what we don't do, and it's just kind of conditioned into you. So that always has an emotional attachment, obviously. And it might be that, well, how are people gonna react? Are they gonna, essentially the underlying fear, it might be a direct fear, but it might be an underlying fear too. Are people still gonna love me? Am I gonna be accepted? And all of that, right? So looking at more that what has been, and actually like missing the fulfillment that can be if you dare to be more uniquely you. And how to work with this in the spiritual field, here in the Ace of Wands coming into the spiritual field, this is really, again, this is action on new ideas and new passions, new creativity. And because it's coming in the spiritual field, I would recommend you to meditate about what are your desires. Like when no one is watching, if you don't care at all what anyone else ever thinks, what is your true passion? What is your true desires? Let them bubble up. And that's the thing, like when you go into meditation, the more we meditate, the more we create that portal for ourselves, the more we are in divine alignment every day, the more our passions can bubble up, because that's the language of our soul. So when you go into that and commit that, okay, I'm going to be in this space, and I'm going to listen to myself, I'm going to tune in to my soul, to my heart, to my intuition daily. I'm going to create space away from other people and other people's energies, and take that time for myself. That's where these new ideas and passions are going to come up for you, and that's going to help you embrace the you that is unique. We're all unique, and that's the beauty of us all. We're all unique, and that's the gift that we are here to give to ourselves as well as the world, in a sense, to embrace our uniqueness and love and accept ourselves fully for everything that we are. When it comes to action field here with the Hierophant, this is, again, you are the portal. Okay, so taking action, making sure that you create this portal for yourself, whether that is a commitment to meditation. I do have a meditation package coming out either on Wednesday or Thursday. If you follow me on social media, or if you're signed up on my email list, you will be the first to know, and you can get a deal if you're quick. So this can be for you to take action on being that portal, take action on meditating, taking action on being more uniquely you, and doing the things that you want to do, expressing yourself, being more you. The Hierophant can also show up as an opportunity for working with a coach or a teacher or a therapist. And taking action on that. So if you've been feeling that, if you've been thinking that, this is your go sign to sign up with someone that can guide you through these steps, so that you can fully learn to be more uniquely you. It's kind of a relearning. It's about shedding all these layers that we and society and family and conditioning has put on us, right? Obviously, I coach on this. I have my transformational 2-month program starting today, Tuesday, if you're looking in the morning, and you can still join us if you're quick, or you can require of a mentorship from me as well. I have all of that on my website, and I call it A Soul-Led Life. And my program starting today is Soul Blossom. So if that's something you've been thinking about, this is a to-go for that. DM me if you have any questions at all about it, for your transformation, for you to fully live in your full potential, fully free from caring what other people think. And then in the future field here is the Hermit. So yes, I see you going into, and since this is all Libra season, this is going to help you to go into yourself, to do this inner journey that you've probably been called to do with all of these cards here, to do this inner journey so that you can free yourself, because that's what happens when we do our inner journeys. It's something beautiful, and yeah, sure, it can be intimidating when you're not used to it. I'm someone that has done it for almost a couple of decades now, and fear doesn't intimidate me. It's when we learn to go into it, we can see it that it's always an opportunity. It's always an opportunity to learn something, to have a different and higher perspective, and to learn something about ourselves that is keeping us limited. So I can guide you with that with a lot of gentleness. So if you want to do that, I'm here for you. But yeah, the Hermit card is nothing to be afraid of. It's just showing you that this is a beautiful time for that, which it is, coming into fall as well, so that you can align. Yes. And as I said, align. I pulled the card for the outcome when and if you do this journey that these cards suggests, and it's the Lover's card. And this is so beautiful. This is obviously you either attracting beautiful relationships because you are leaving what doesn't serve you or what you have settled with behind, right? With igniting your passions and igniting yourself and igniting your worthiness and going through that healing journey. But this is contracts with yourself, really, really beautiful contracts with yourself, so that you don't have to trip yourself up, so you don't have to hold yourself back from your dreams, so you don't have to settle for less. This is all these cards. When you go on this inner journey, you're making a new contract with yourself. It's one of the most beautiful things that we can give to ourselves, truly making that contract of freedom, freeing yourself to be you. And then the last card for you, let's see here where you might be. Where you might be tripping yourself up with the Empress card coming up here. This is where I feel like you're not nurturing yourself enough. You're not feeling abundant enough. So where, again, a meditation and mindfulness is so beautiful and an amazing tool and necessary tool to be able to create that peace within you. And also, not only that, but it's also about having fun and, play and being in an environment and with people that make you feel really good, that nurtures you, or that just make you be the best of you, where you can feel really beautiful and loving of yourself. Nature is always so beautiful to go in and be in this energy as well. But this is coming up as a tripping yourself up card. I feel that you're not nurturing yourself enough. You're not filling your cup enough. So what can you do through this Libra season to nurture yourself more? As I said, I have this meditation package coming out at the end of the week, or in a couple of days. So look out for that. That's a way of nurturing yourself for sure. But really taking action on something that you've been thinking about that you really want to do, and don't care about what anyone else says. This is about being you. So, and embracing all your uniqueness that is you, because that's the beauty. That's truly the beauty. Let me know if this resonates or how this lands with you. Put a comment below. Share with people that might benefit from these card pulls as well. I do them every Tuesday, although this was for all of Libra season. So subscribe to my channel as well. And do you. Be more uniquely you. That's a gift for yourself and everyone around you. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a beautiful week and a beautiful season. And I will see you next Tuesday for the next Pick a Card pile. Mwah.